Start recording, yes. So, what we will do today is that you can see Jerry jumped on a fry pan, and that fry pan hit the Tom's face. So, we will try to analyze what was the temperature at which the pan hit it on the Tom's face using finite element analysis. Now, in generally FEA, we don't take whole element. Got it? So we only take a small part whenever you are doing mathematical modeling. So we will take out one element from the pan, and we will use FEA to solve the problem. So this is the cross section. So here, uh, T infinity, that means air temperature is there, and heat transfer coefficient, because heat transfer, see, the body has conductivity, but heat transfer conductivity comes into picture when there is a transfer of heat from solid to other type of medium. So this is the geometry. Now, this is the problem statement. The temperature distribution, suppose that handle is a fin with the physical property as shown in the so thermal conductivity is 70 watt, as it is self-explanatory nature, and heat transfer coefficient is 5 watt per centimeter square degree centigrade, and this temperature at the root of the fin means this is the source. From here, the heat temperature is being lost of 140 degree, and surface temperature is 40 degree. So heat loss will take place from the source, that is 140 degree to 40 degree, because heat means heat flow from higher to lower. That's why it's called high grade of energy. It's common sense. If you are rich only, then you can donate money to the poor. Okay, so same concept applies here. Surrounding temperature is 40, and this end is insulated. Got it? So we will take consider that. Now, before I start, see, suppose you give pizza to a Hulk, he will eat whole pizza. That's why he's Hulk. But if you give a pizza to a small girl, a small puppy, they will take a slice of that pizza. What I want to say, problem or anything in the world are bigger. Or you want to eat something, or you want to solve a problem, you have to discretize it. You have to divide that problem into smaller number of chunks. So first step is discretizing the element, just like slicing the pizza. So what we will do, we consider the small element, and we will divide into two number of elements. Now if you see here, it has corner points. Got it? It has corner point. Those corner points are called nodes. Got it? And this is the property of the element. K1, see, suppose there is a metal. Got it? If you cut the metal into two equal parts, the inherent property like density and thermal conductivity won't change at all. Got it? Area of cross section length may change, will definitely change, not may change, definitely change, but inherent property won't change. So when we are dividing, so area will change, conductivity will. And corner points are called nodes, where the degree of freedoms are defined. Got it? But this definition is only applicable for 2 dimension, not 3 dimension. So this is the basic equation of finite element equation, that force equal to kT, and we will find the individual matrix for this. Got it? So this is our insulated end. So as I told earlier, that conductivity is K1A1, conductivity is K2A2, and length is L1 L2. Got it? So this is the nomenclature of my system. So this is my insulated end. Got it? And all the parameters are self-explanatory, and corner points are not. And the last one is insulated. Insulated means it won't allow heat to transfer, just like your thermal flask. Suppose you are storing cold water or hot water, it doesn't allow. But in real sense, nothing is insulated. Some laws start taking place anyway. So this is the just a second, yeah. This is the problem statement completely. K1 is equal to K2, 70 watt. Because as I told earlier, Even if you cut the metal into 1,000 parts, conductivity density won't change, but area of cross section will change. And H1 and H2 is what heat transfer coefficient of the outside. So it won't change. Got it? It will be same. That's why conductivity and heat transfer coefficient are same. However, area and length will change as we are dividing this into two equal parts. Now here this is the problem statement. Now see, slowly we will go, otherwise it will bounce. Now as I told, force is equal to K into T. Now this is this K1, A1, L1, this is universal for all the matrix. You do dynamic analysis, you do static analysis, structure analysis, this. But extra part is added depending upon the condition of the system. So why we have added this? Now see, the system is going to lose temperature. So this is the inherent conduction part of the system. Only conduction. Conduction means solid to solid heat transfer. But the system is going to have a heat transfer with the atmosphere. Again, I'm repeating, this part is conductive part, means heat transfer between this node 1 to node 2. However, there is a heat exchange between this particular element, this element, which is shown in blue color, to the air. Got it? So for that part, we put a convective part. Got it? So we will get this. So this is for element 1. So we will just multiply it. Got it? And so this is my element 1. So you can see here, for this extra term is for convection, which we have added. So finally we got this. So this only 1 and T1, T2 we have implemented because this is for node 1, node 2. See, whenever you are operating on a particular element, so you can only include those nodes. Got it? For example, India is there and Pakistan is there. You cannot go to their border. Okay. So that in the same way, 2 is a border between India and Pakistan. Got it? So that is a bone of contention, which this nodes only is a problem which create and student get confused. Got it? So this you have to consider. Okay. So we have done successfully for element 1. Now we will go for element 2. Now, same, all the matrix is same. This is conduction process matrix. This is convection process matrix. Everything is same now. Only from K1 to K2 we have changed, and rest all are same as explained. Got it? Now we will go for assembly of matrix. Let's see, Iron Man. Yeah, we will assemble matrix. Now for just a second. Yeah. So if you see, so we will break down the problem into more simple terms. If we are considering only element 1, so what will happen? The node 3 is not at all there. Node 3 is not included. So I have substituted this particular matrix by 0. Why I consider 3 cross 3? 3 because our element is 2, our nodes are 3. So we will have 3 cross 3 matrix. That's why, suppose your elements is 3 and your nodes are 4. So it will be 4 cross 4 matrix. That is the relationship. So at this level, generally to make the problem simpler, which only consider 2 elements. If you want more convergence, more accurate results, go for software or like Abacus, Dyna, okay, PAMCrush. So you can increase your mesh size when you are doing using a solver. So this 3 are 0. Got it? That's here also 3 are 0, and this third term is 0. Now similarly, if you go for element 2, if you can see here, in element 2, my one part is not there. So as I told earlier, 2 is bone of contention, just like India-Pakistan border, Kashmir. So 2 is a Kashmir. Got it? It is in both sides. So 2 will be included. However, in second element, one node is not there. Got it? That's why we have not included that part here. Hope this part is clear. And now, so we will see our final assembly. Now we want to add this matrix. This is for element 1. And element 1, 3 nodes are not applicable. Got it? T3 is also not applicable. Similarly, in element 2, T1 is not applicable, which we have done successfully. Now, if we add this, you can see the bone of contention, which I was telling earlier. See, in this slide, second node will be added. Second node will be added everywhere. Got it? So the same thing we have done here. We have added the second node. Got it? Second node is added everywhere. Okay, and T2 is not known to us, so no need of adding that T2 plus T2. Got it? You should not do that. But here you will add. Got it? Because T2 is not known to us. Got it? That's why we have done like that. Okay, so hope this step is clear. So this is the most important part. Got it? Writing the matrix. Now we will substitute all the values to it. Okay, so these are all the values. These are self-explanatory in nature. You need to, I will upload the PDF in the description. You can have that and you can use it for your lecture. If you're teaching, if you're a teacher or a student, you can read for your upcoming exams. So this is the final matrix which we have got. Now we will substitute all the value Ka by L. Those A area and perimeter, these are self-explanatory. You can check it, how to calculate area perimeter. And so I substituted all the values here. Now after substituting, we will get this term. Got it? So you can see on always in second node everything is added. So this is the point where everyone make a mistake. So why it is being added? Because node 2 is being shared, just like India-Pakistan border, the Kashmir, that's why. So finally, we will get this matrix. Now a little bit about matrix operation. So what will happen? This will be added to this part. This will be added to this part. This will be added to this part. Got it? So we will get this part, whole matrix. Same goes for all the elements. This one will be added to this one. This one will be added to this one. Got it? So it goes like that. Got it? Now, what we will do now, I think I have missed this part. Okay, not an issue. I have actually missed this part. It should be minus 30, not an issue. Okay, you can correct it. There might be some typing mistake. Okay, anyway. So, but answer is correct. Okay, so this part I have missed, so you can check that. So actually it would be plus 13, I think. Yeah, plus 13, then we will get 75 here. Anyway, so now the upper part we will neglect because there is no unknown term. So 75 will go to T2. Here it will be minus 75 because it is minus here. That's why I have implemented minus here. So you can check that. That is not a major thing. So minus 75 into 140. 222 into T2 and this one will go to T2. So we will equate to 3142. Similarly, we will equate this part to this matrix and we will solve this. So we will get the answer T2 and T3. So at node T2 is 182.1 degree. So this is a mathematical approach to solve heat transfer problem with a fan. Hope you understood it. If any doubt, you can comment in the description.